I came to the test server today because they released the new Avalonian weapons. And today we're gonna be testing the weapons. This is my first impression with them. Kind of. I fiddled around with it for a bit. I tried the daggers already. But the rest of the weapons, I didn't try them. And Demon here is going to help me out trying the weapons. So the first weapon is going to be the Hand of Justice, which is a hammer. The E does charge towards a ground target while spinning the hammer around you, hitting enemies in a 3.5 meter radius while spinning. You continually pull enemies towards you, stunning them for 2.4 seconds at the target's destination. You slam the hammer on the ground and hitting all enemies in a 5 meters radius, dealing 600 and something damage and knocking them back in the air for 0.5 seconds. So let's try that one out. I don't know, let me put this. Give me a duel. I'm sorry for the pop-up things, it's just because I cannot do anything about them. This is the Q, this is the W, you guys already know, but this is the new E. See? I'll keep it inside. That sounds weird. I'll pull the guy inside and then he stuns at the end. It's a pretty nice weapon to a tank, let me tell you that. There will be a lot of different things with this weapon, because you can literally break the armor with this, or geyser someone, Judy boots, geyser, Judy boots, and then bams, and stun the guy at the end, or knock the guy up at the end. It says you can hook all the enemies. So, because I'm streaming at the same time I'm recording the video, so I'm doing everything right now. But it says you can do it multiple enemies, so it's going to be kind of broken. Anyway, next weapon. We're going to test the spear. By the way, there's a new offhand. This is one of them, which is going to give you CC resistance. This is good if you're doing gathering and you don't want to get CC'd by gankers. This is amazing. Attention, because this is 319, but I have tier 8.3, so it's not going to be as big. But it's a lot of CC resistance still. Anyway, let's put on the spear, this impaler, and this, sure. Now, this is a one hand, so we need to choose one of them. I'll choose probably... By the way, this is the shield. It's going to reduce the cost of the abilities and also will give defenses and some threat generation bonus. This is the new plot thing, which is going to increase the heal, but will increase the damage you take, will decrease the defense you have. So we're going to try this one out, even though Demon doesn't have a stun. Demon, can you have a stun? Can I give you this? So we see. Demon? You have pushed it out, bro.
Already have a stun.
Oh, you already have a stun? Okay, let's go. So we see the CC resistance and how it works. So first of all, just stun me. And let's see. It's super fast because we have so much CC resistance, see? We didn't get stunned as nearly as long as it's supposed to. Anyway, the Q. Same thing, normal as always. The W also, but now the new E. So, let's read this E. It charges towards the ground position, so it's not a target, it just charges to a position. And all the enemies hit in the way while you're charging are purged. And while you're charging, you don't get CC. Like, nothing can CC you while you're charging. I don't think if it's a good weapon to gather with, because it's a new weapon. You have to try it out. So, this is the E. If he has a buff, do you have any buffs? Turn on your buffs. Like turn on your druid hope and your helmet. Demon?
What?
Turn on your helmet and your druid hope. Your buffs. Yes. Now, if I charge into him, it supposedly loses all the buffs. See? It purges. So that's the new E. Does some damage, charge, you cannot get CC. I think it's going to be a pretty cool weapon for ZVZ. Going to be a pretty cool dive weapon. So, next weapon we have, it's the swords. Some people really like the swords. Let's talk about the swords. Let's choose this one, and this one. Open the swords. So, the swords is going to swing the blade around, knocking people back in a radius into the air. While the enemies are in the air, you're going to smash your swords and it will deal damage depending on how many heroic charges you have. It's a two-handed weapon. So let me explain, let me show you. Yeah, but it's a 8.3. It has a high damage scale, but it's a 8.3 anyway. So, 1 charge, 2 charges, 3 charges, and then you E, knocks up, and boom. It only goes in front of you. Like the damage only goes in front of you. It's in a line behind you and in front of you. I see. So I'll do it from like. If my back is turning to demon, it supposedly still does damage. Let's see. Hey! Stop that. That's the new hall he's playing. Yeah, it still does damage behind you. Okay, let's end the duel. Let's see the next one. So we talked about the spears, now we're gonna talk about the Quarterstep. So the Quarterstep, I didn't try it yet. I haven't seen anything about it. So let's see it and let's see what it does. Switch. Choose the abilities. Cartwheel. Stun run. Stun mana. Drop in the duel. Let's read the ability. Slams the staff on the ground and hits enemies in a line in front of you. Enemies hit receive 600 physical damage. The line leaves an area on the ground which lasts for 4 seconds, and enemies who touch it stay rooted until the area vanishes. For the next 3 seconds, you can immediately use this ability one more time. However, if you use it twice in a row, its cooldown will last for 40 seconds, so it doubles the cooldown. So, okay, and then I can use it again for a short amount of time to do it again. That's actually cool. But it doubles the cooldown. So you have 2 times the attack, the E. It's a new mechanic on Albion. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like how they implemented it. I like how it looks. I don't think it's going to be that much useful, but it's a cool new mechanic. I like to see this in the game. Let's try it again to see. It's just try to run into it now, Demon. Can you run into it? Like I'll drop it and you run into it. So yeah, it's like a barrier. It's a super defensive anti-dive thing. But it's still, I don't think it's going to be amazing. So, next weapon. And see, since I only used one, I only get off the cooldown on it. Probably a ZVZ weapon, yes. So, next weapon is the X. Groundbreaker. I don't even know. Probably this one, and then Raging Blades, and then this one, probably. So, jump and slam the X. Let me give him the duel so we can start it already. Jump and slam the axe into the ground, dealing 1100-ish physical damage to the enemies, so it's multiple enemies, in the 4-meter radius impact area. Additionally, the slam breaks the earth open in a cone behind the impact. The enemies hit by the cone are knocked into the air and their max and current energy is reduced by 50% for 8 seconds. This is a fucking cool weapon. Like, this is a cool weapon. Let me tell you, this weapon is going to be fucking cool. Like, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, this is... Let's see what it does. So, I'll jump and bams. But if the target is also behind me, which deals some damage, he'll also get some knockback. And if they are behind me, they'll lose mana. So let's see what happens if I use it with demon behind me. Let's see. So if I use it here and demon will behind me, isn't it? Isn't it what it says? Let me read. The slam breaks the earth open in a cone behind the impact area. Oh, behind the impact area. Fail. Oh my god, yes, it's behind the impact area. So, maximum, maybe? Maximum range? I didn't see him losing damage. So, is he supposed to lose mana with that? Because he's not losing any mana, bro. Let's see. Did I miss it? Dude, I don't know the impact area yet, so I'm gonna throw it here and see, like around here. Oh, okay. All right. But it still doesn't do the thing it's supposed to do. Okay.
It's a test server, so it's normal to have some stuff bugged.
Yeah. So let me go out and see the next weapon. The next weapon is the maces. I think. Isn't it? Let me see. Yes. The maces. I could equip it. I don't know why I didn't, but okay. So I'll drop this, and... Actually, the mana would be better. I didn't see the main skills. Create a blessed aurora in front of you for 3 seconds. Allies who pass through get a shield that absorbs... Excuse me? 3,700 damage? Wait a second. Wait. So, what? That makes no sense, man. That's a lot of damage. Okay, I'm 8.3, but still it's like a new HP bar. You know what I mean? That makes no sense. Anyway, additionally, your maces will be blessed for 5 seconds. While blessed, every normal attack heals up to 5 allies in a 6 meter radius around you for 92. It's not a lot of heal, but it's cool as a support weapon for ZVZ, in my opinion. But let's see what it does. Okay, look at the fucking shield, bro. And then he heals also. Yeah, but it's an okay weapon for ZVZ, I guess. Anyway, next weapon. Leave me alone. So, next weapon, tell me duel again, is the bow. I'll show you. Ah, fuck, I cannot change it now. Anyway. So, the bow, it's aim for 0.6 seconds and shoot in a straight line. You can keep firing up to 4 shots. And before the weapon goes into cooldown. So, I'll start a timer. and then I can shoot 4 times before it goes into cooldown. So let me show you. The cooldown starts, so I can shoot, and I get the cooldown again. I can shoot again, I can shoot again, up to 4 times. So this will be my last shot. See? That's like a sniping. I think this weapon would be cool. I think this weapon will be cool for ZVZ. I don't think it will be that great with 5 versus 5. But let me see something. Because it's supposed to work with explosive arrows. If it works with explosive arrows, it's going to be a neat weapon for ZVZ. Let's see, it's supposed to work with explosive arrows, so it works. That's neat. That's gonna be a lot of damage in the ZVZ. Might not work, who knows? But it's supposed to. It works with explosive arrows. So that's the bow. I think it's going to be a nice addition for the ZVZ. Maybe for 5v5, I don't think it's going to be that great, but let's see. With Assassin Hood maybe? I don't know. So next weapon is the crossbows. The crossbows have a weapon that I think has a weird look, but who am I to judge? So, no, not this one. Where is the fucking thing? Dual. So, the crossbow has a channel beam, which follows the cursor. As soon as you press it, it's going to start beaming. And the channel is a 4 seconds channel time, where you're burning stuff. So, I'm gonna show you. I'll cast it, and then it's beaming, and I can move it for 4 seconds. It's super slow, so people can just run away. So I don't know where this might be used. Let's see.
ZVZ.
But that's about it. That's literally about it. Let's go next weapon. Bow. So now it's the curse. The curse is a weapon that I liked. I think it's going to be a cool addition to the game. It's also one-handed, so you can use one of the new offhands or an old one also. This and this. So the new curse, can be casted on any player, including yourself. Then summons an inner shadow to attack the enemies for in a 5 meter radius, so it's around you or around the enemies, that attacks and deals damage depending on the armor they have. So Demon, for example, he has cloth armor. So I'm supposed to summon a shadow that does 262 damage against players and 127 against creatures for 9 times. So if I summon on Demon, it's just like a Stalker Jacket, but I can still do this and do this. So I think this will be pretty neat. Like, I think this will be amazing. This weapon will be fucking amazing. Okay? It doesn't have the other armors. Do you have other armors, Demon?
No, but you have leather. You can cast in yourself.
Okay. Then we need to go get... After we need to go get right now before I cast it myself. Or come here, come here, come here. Let me show it. Actually. Show it to people. So, I stay on top of him, and I cast it in myself. And it's like a Hellion Jacket. It doesn't last for that long. It only does five times. Like the E of what?
Life Curse.
Oh yeah, like the E of the Life Curse. Exactly. Exactly. Does it heal you? The E of the Life Curse?
No. But the animation is the E of Life Curse.
This one heals you. So, and the last one is going to be a slow. After 1.5 seconds, lands a blow, deals damage, reduces resistances, so it's a double pierce class. Like, you can kill tanks with this, don't forget that. If you pierce with this and with this, it's a 5 seconds pierce with both of them on a tank. Tanks are going to have a hell of a time against this, especially because you can wear out the tanks. This is a double pierce tank. Look how much damage you can put in with double pierce, you know? And then you can literally use in the backline when you want to kill someone. It's going to be pretty amazing. Switch to the, Judicator, that's fine. Let me show you the last one and then we go for the fire. And it's the fire stuff. Now, this is a new E. Does some damage, but the most important, it pierces. So it's like 158 pierced at 8.3. It's a lot of pierce and it's AoE also, so you can pierce the front lane with this. It's actually a pretty good weapon for 5v5s. So the next weapon is fire. The fire is a weapon I saw before and I still don't understand it. Like, it's super weird to me. It's a phoenix. It summons a phoenix that burns the ground with its fiery breath. And enemies hit by the fire breath receive 1000 damage. It's tier 8.3, so it's not that much damage because this is going by 500, 600 damage. It's not a lot of damage. The ground keeps burning for 6 seconds afterwards. English is hard. And enemies inside the burning area will receive 50 magic damage every 0.5 seconds. And their healing is reduced by 40%. So it's kind of like a carrion collar, because it also has a phoenix. But let's see. So this is the E. It's kind of weird because you show where it goes. You can see, like, you can choose where it goes. That's the thing I don't understand, so let me try and understand that out. Let's the timer pass. What do you think about this weapon, Demon?
In ZVZ, it's a great weapon, but in Gates or 5 vs 5, it's kind of meh because they show the path of Phoenix after. Like,
I think it's a good play.com type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the healer can easy dodge that,
okay,
or the entire team.
So I can, if I keep pressing, I can cast it on myself also. So if I keep pressing and I don't let go of the button, I can choose where it goes. It's pretty neat. So if I throw it from here to him, he still takes the damage. I think that's a cool mechanic. That's a different mechanic, and it's pretty cool. But that's it. Like, he gets 40% less healing. He gets 50 damage every 100 damage every second, and 1000 damage when it hits. It's not a lot of damage. I think it's more of a support type of weapon, not a damage dealer. But it might be good. Who knows? If you use fire utility, then you have some damage. I don't know. We shall see what people do with this fancy weapon. Next is the frost weapon. Frost weapon, let me duel him. Frost weapon can be casted on anyone. After the cast, a 6 meters radius area appears which slows enemies inside by 20% for 3 seconds. When cast on an ally, the ally immediately freezes inside the crystal. When cast on an enemy, the enemy is frozen inside the crystal after 1 second. If it still is in a slow area, so you cast it, and if it stays there for 1 second, it's frozen. I don't know if it's this multiple enemies, because they don't say it there. If it's one enemy, we don't know. While inside the crystal, the target can't do anything, but is also immune to damage and healing. After 2 seconds, the crystal bursts into pierces dealing 700 and something damage to enemies in the 7-meter radius. So, I'll cast it on him, and for a second, he gets frozen. And now I'll cast it on me, so you guys can see what it does. I don't think it's going to change a lot, because if Demon tries to run, try to run now out of it, once I cast it on you. If he just runs, he can leave the area, so it's not a strong enough slow. Can I cast it?